Okay, today is January 12th, I think, yeah, 2022. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going for a walk from our house in Kandern, Germany, up into the hills to a place called Sausenburg, which is a old castle ruin. So we're gonna take a look at it. Kind of amazing, that tree is just hanging on that little ledge there. It's a big tree too. Man, there's another one. I guess that's just what you have to do. If you're a tree on a hillside, cling to a rock somewhere. This reminds me a bit of driving in the southern part of Yosemite National Park when you're getting close to those giant sequoia groves. Just following the contours of the hills. That one didn't do so well. Got some nice views of the high hills over there. Snow on top still. Wow. It's very quiet up here. Let me stop. Look at that beam of sun. That's amazing. So I just saw this right here on the side of the path. And it's really interesting because it looks like a ball of cotton or something like that. But it's just ice. But it's, oh, that's so strange. Like it breaks apart like a cloth. Oh, I've never seen something like that before. That must have rolled down from up there. Wow. Those micro wonders. Like a nest. That's what it was like. It was like a nest of snow. Kind of stringy, like it had been rolled up like a nest of made of yarn or something like that. Hard to describe, but it was really cool. All right, so this is a pretty good example of why this area is called the Black Forest, Schwarzwald. I think I'm saying that right. But if you look right here, see how bright and sunny it is out here? But underneath of those trees, how dark it is. You could almost say it's been blackened out a little bit. The Black Forest. In case you didn't know. It's all this thick canopy above us. It makes it so dark and the trees so close together. The Black Forest. Along the way up here, there's this nice hut that they're constructing. And I saw in here, there's this, what do they call it? Hüttenbuch. For this year. So you can, it's like a guest book. That's kind of cool. Still working on it though. I've arrived at some snow. It stays pretty shady right here. After a very steep hill, a long one, we can finally see the first glimpse of Sausenburg. I can't say exactly like the Germans say. I have trouble with my R's even in English, so even more so in German. There's a turret up there, right in the middle. We're gonna go up there. But before I go up there, notice this here says 1844 GK. I don't know exactly what that stands for, but I've heard that some of these stones that you'll find around, a lot of them are smaller than this, have markings on them that were the borders of kingdoms in the past. I don't have any literature to to prove that, but that's what I've heard, and it's pretty interesting. I don't know if you can hear the bells down there from a church. Schlossweg, essentially Castle Street. And Sausenburg. Here comes a staircase. Quite a bit. So I'm at the base of a staircase right now. It goes up. You can see the retaining wall right there and the turret. There's a sign right here. State Castles and Gardens. That's pretty cool. 1120, Lord Kaltenbach gave this place to St. Blasian Monastery. Markgraf Hermann der Jüngere, the young, he switched it with a different piece of property. Not sure who owned it at the time. 1232 to 1246, it was built. And it was built after the footprint of another castle in Freiburg, which is like 40 minutes from here. And then people lived in it for a long time. It was involved in the Bauernkrieg in 1525, which I think is the Peasant Wars. Then there was the 30 Years' War. Oh, and the Swedes took it over in 1633. Then, the French overtook it and destroyed it in 1678. And it's been in the care of the state Castles and Gardens since 1960. So, let's get the book. Wow, very green. This is cool. Yeah, so you can see a lot of it's been destroyed, but pretty wild that that tower is still standing. Let's look over here. Who knows what that was? Because it looks like a doorway, but then it just ends. Maybe it was a closet. Big icicles here. Those bells are still going. 12th of January. I don't know. Not a holiday or anything, I don't think. At least not one that I'm aware of. All right. Now the main, let's go up into the tower. Die Sausenburg. Kind of a blast from the past, isn't it? Like the medieval past. It's almost like I wonder if I'd run into brave Sir Robin coming down the other direction. That's cool. Oh wow, this is the steepest stairway yet. That high hill over there is called Hochblauen. High blue. Big blue, you could call it, I guess. I think that's one of the highest points around here. Over there, let me see if I can zoom in, is another castle that's more like a palace called Schloss Burgon. Never been there. Over here, got the edge of the Black Forest. France over there, because the Rhine runs somewhere down there. And, no, too hazy today, but Alps back in that direction over there. Let me see if I can bring the brightness down. Nope. I don't think you can see them. Nope. Worth a shot. Slippery. This is where people scratch in their names. Fighting Irish. Okay. Yeah. And then a view down. There it was. There we go. Wow. So our town of Condren is on the other side of that hill right there, down at the bottom. And yeah, it's maybe 3 miles up here. Wow, it's beautiful. Nothing else really interesting written on here, I don't think. Just people's names. Some profanities, probably. But cool place. I've been here for over a year now, and I just found out about this place maybe 2 weeks ago. because you can't really see it from anywhere else around here unless you're over there, and I've not spent much time over there. Wow. Guess that's it for now. Wow. On my way down, I got curious and looked up real quick what was happening at the same time as that castle was being built in 1232. And I saw that Henry III was King of England, and there were like crusades going on, and the Mongols were running amok and defeating Chinese armies and Korean armies, and wow, that's just a different time. Definitely ancient history. Come around the corner is the beautiful town of Cumberland.